Hey Capricorn, today we are doing your love read. There's a strong energy of needing solitude, like a very heavy energy of needing solitude. So, there you go, see? There's a strong energy of needing solitude, Capricorn. So I think that's going to be the theme of your reading. There is also an energy of strong earth energy. You guys can be dealing with another Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but strong earth energy. But that could also just indicate this need for grounding, also working on your finances. So again, with the attraction card, meaning solitude, kind of like restabilizing your life. Or it's like, again, so we're just going to get into it. Let's see what we add here. So you deserve love. Again, it's surrounding this huge solitude energy of healing. And I feel, again, strong healing. Stay optimistic about your love life, true love, and love yourself first. So a lot of healing. What I get from this true love, it really just feels like this energy of setting yourself up and kind of giving yourself, you deserve love, love yourself first, giving yourself this genuine love, which is probably, again, with the optimism. So it's just this strong healing energy of self-care, self-love, very much with the self. And I feel that's where the focus is. Even if some of you are in relationships, I just feel you already have a support system or a partner that understands that and what your need base is right now in terms of a lot of really restabilizing, again, that strong earth energy. We're going to pull abundance cards at the end for your reading. Yeah, so look at that. Hanged Man. Again, to me, it's about perspective. Spending that time alone, your 9 of Cups, your fulfillment of wishes, again, your wants, your desires, the self, taking care of your emotions, a really strong need to take care of you. There goes the hope with the star, more healing energy, and there goes the throat chakra. And then we've got the 7 of Swords, deception and envy with new beginnings. So some of you could be healing from deceptive energies. This could be, again, surroundings, past energies. There's a lot of healing. This is the self. So either way, I just feel a strong perspective, like a change of perception. Some of you may not notice that that's what this stage or this season is about. You know, you feel something, but I feel a lot of it is a lot of truth, throat chakra, a lot of clarity coming into perspective, and it will affect your optimism. Some of you may feel very low, which is why the self-care is also necessary. Going back to what your desires are, what's going to make you happy. What is it really making you feel fulfilled, Capricorn? So give me more on this Hanged Man. Sacrifice. What's the and then the word sacrifice in itself, it's almost like what I hear is more of a willingness at this moment in time to just commit to this journey. Give me more of this Hanged Man. Yeah, so it's definitely about, there goes that Taurus energy. I saw him in the pre-shuffle. So again, I think grounding, it feels, in the 4 of Cups with the Queen of Cups. Again, not feeling fulfilled. There's something that's missing. And it's not just, it's really emotional. It's really with your emotions. It's really with yourself. Again, with the Queen of Cups, attending to your emotions, because you have the Queen of Cups and the 4 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. There's a lot about emotions. I feel truth, a need to ground. Some of you, it has to do with finances, but such a need to take care of yourself, Capricorn. Something's just not right. Here more is 4 of Cups. Ooh. So 8 of Pentacles, right? These are efforts, and it's like a shift in focus. And there's something that I feel with this 8 of Pentacles that just needs your attention. Again, back to finances, or just a change in life, something in your physical environment that you need. Give me this Queen of Cups. Yeah, Lovers, which means decisions, but the world. So something is really changing. It could be with your connections, just also like the people who make you feel loved in general, because again, this is a lot of focus on love. Also, 6, the Lovers is the number 6, which really means divine love, and a lot of that means unconditional love for yourself. So finding your way again, which is a new cycle, I feel. So I feel like there's an energy of finding your way again with this Lovers. I'm gonna pull for the Lovers here with another deck. Give me more of the Lovers. And of course, having to do with divine connections, divine soulmates, soul contracts. Give me more of this Lovers. Wow. Ooh, what is this going on? Talk about the Tower. Just fix this here. So the cards you guys hate is that Temperance, which is the Patience. So it's something that requires healing, also divine intervention with the Tower, Page of Wands. So there's something that has to rejuvenate your spirit here. Whatever this Tower is that's requiring this divine intervention. Yep, Ace of Wands in the bottom, which I love to see. And there you go. So there's a lot of newness. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, and there's a lot of planning. 2 of Cups relationship, but why? Because we did see the Fool. Oh, and there goes an Ace of Pentacles here. So that means this is kind of the setup. And you know, it does feel heavy, but it's like it's needed. I'm sorry, guys. Bear with me today. I think today's going to be a long read. It's been a while, and there's something also energetically that I just feel I'm called to do. So let's see what the abundance guidance for this Tower Spirit. What's going on here with this Tower? What's the guidance around this abundance change for Capricorn? What kind of guidance can we give them surrounding this energy with the Hanged Man? Ask for your needs to be met. You know, and it's again that energy of like, you really need to give back to yourself here, because there's something that just is kind of telling your needs to need to be met. You deserve love. Love yourself. Where are your needs not being met here? 9 of Cups, your fulfillment, your healing, your wishes, because we got 2 wish cards here with the 9 of Cups and the Star. So God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist. So there's a lot about your emotional needs here that clearly, you know, Spirit is bringing out to light, and maybe with some really tough scenarios that are probably playing out. All right, so give me more of this 9 of Cups. 6 of Cups. There goes some past energy. Give me more of this 9 of Cups. And 6 of Wands. And honestly, what I'm feeling with these 2 6s with the Lovers, also a 6, we're back to the 666, which means there's a soul growth required here. And some of you is revisiting some childhood wounds, some inner child healing. Again, your generosity in terms of who, you know, your connections. Some have to do with past relationships. How do you change yourself in terms of elevating and your self-care to kind of validate your own needs versus feeling like a lack. I feel with the Six of Cups is also probably, yeah, look at that Queen of Swords. Like you're cutting away your, it's almost like a generosity of some sort where maybe you feel taken advantage of. I do feel a lot of family dynamics here. Yeah, wow, look at that Nine of Cups again. This Devil keeps peeking out. So that means there's definitely a toxic energy or I want to say kind of evil eye energy. Wow, Seven of Swords in the bottom. Give me more of the Six of Cups. Give me more of the Six of Cups. I think you're just calling the quits. Oh my God, quit. Seven of Cups. I think you're just shifting your focus. I think you're shutting things out. Ace of Wands, again, Knight of Swords. You might be shutting a few people out of your life because, again, we're back to the aces, where you kind of want some change. And again, it's about what you want. We're talking about your desires 2 times here with the Nine of Cups. You're tired of the fight. You're tired of the lack. Okay, more on the Star. The Sun, yeah. So this just represents a lot of healing. And again, trying to recharge and bring back one hope, bring back faith, bring back more optimism here, Capricorn. So there's a reason for this. There has definitely been a challenge, I feel, with this Tower energy and Spirit saying ask for your needs to be met, where there is kind of a lack of faith and even in source for some of you, because God is saying you have free will here, but you just have to ask. And some of us may have also kind of gotten into this space of just losing hope and not understanding any of it. And they want to remind you that you don't need to lose hope here. Give me more of the Star. And this is also a time and space with that attraction energy we saw in the beginning that I kept seeing. Like you really just need some heavy solitude for healing. Give me more on the Star. Eight of Pentacles. Where did I see that? Yeah, Eight of Pentacles here. So again, dropping burdens. Ten of Wands. So it's the effort and the shift of focus that's necessary. Again, talking about the Pentacles in terms of grounding yourself and kind of it really just feels like a self-talk. Give me more on the Star. I don't know, this energy is so strong. Yep, more grounding. Four of Pentacles. So very strong earth energy here, Capricorn, where there's kind of it does feel kind of a loss of faith, and this need to kind of shift focus is necessary. Get more on the throat chakra. Yeah, so more of the rest. Spirit is pointing out more of this throat chakra with the Four of Swords of rest time and the Tower again. And again, I'm back to the same energy of Spirit saying, love yourself, you deserve. Talk to Spirit in your quiet time and allow these towers to kind of show you the way. You know, there is kind of this Seven of Wands energy. like a wall. Also just standing your ground in the sense of even putting those who you need to put in their place right now. You're on this Four of Swords. Some people are probably robbing your energy too. So be mindful of who these people are too. And maybe this energy of disappointment or even emotional exhaustion with the Tower is letting you see who these people are. And if it wasn't for these towers, you know, maybe you would have made some excuses for these kind of people too. Give me more on this Four of Swords. Yeah, more healing, the Star. And again with the Ace of Pentacles. So Spirit is definitely enforcing this new beginning and Ace of Pentacles. In terms of, you know, even with the Seven of Swords, like I feel this energy of like you can't lie to yourself about what you need. And, you know, Seven of Wands again here too. So there's a lot about taking care of your needs. Six of Swords, another 6. Really finding some mental clarity, mental rest. Let me pull for this Deception and Envy. Nine of Swords. And there goes that Devil. So, Capricorn, that is your card. And again, this could be kind of the optimism and this kind of energy, low energy you're kind of in. Not kind of, you are, because it's really saying, it's screaming at me. But also, I just feel like, oh, you guys know how I feel about your intuition and your emotional body. And I feel the feeling, this Nine of Swords, whatever this feeling is, this low energy is a lot about seeing yourself, maybe the excuses you've made for certain people in the past, and kind of like facing a lot of that right now. And there's a reason for it, because there's definitely a shift here that it's like you need to embark in, but at the same time, it's kind of restricting you, is limiting you energetically, because there's this weight, this is a heavy weight here. You know, it really is a heavy weight. So this weight needs to be lifted. A lot of self-care, you know. So let me get something on this Fool's energy, this new beginning. Yeah, so it's definitely a lot of things you kind of need to walk away from. Eight of Swords, which is a blockage, but Eight of Cups, emotionally moving to what your wishes are. So we're back to your desires with the Nine of Cups, because Eight of Cups, you got to move. There's something you've got to move towards, emotionally distance yourself and like own up, you know, to own up to your desires. No more blocking it. This is Eight of Swords. We know this can be very self-inflicted. Knowing your power with the Magician here. Yes. Are you nurturing with the Empress? Of course. There's an energy you carry that, again, maybe people feed off of it. And you're like, you know, you're a Capricorn, so you're a fixer. And again, with the Six of Cups we were seeing earlier, it's kind of like, you know, maybe, you know, there's this energy of, again, people pulling on you. So let's see more abundance guidance messages. What other abundance guidance for this new beginning? So what is the abundance guidance around this new beginning for Capricorn? Let's see. Let go of guilt. You know, Capricorn, there's a reading I never posted, and I recorded this over a month ago, and it was a lot about jealousy. And I feel this energy was part of it too, like this guilt or this weight of people kind of weighing you down. So again, this is part of this going back to your, let go of guilt, going back to ask yourself, what are your needs? It's like your needs are needing to be met here. So when you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. You know, I feel it's not so much just you. Some of you, it's self-inflicted. Some of you is people guilting you, a guilt energy around you that positions you without you knowing. And some of it is also the self-talk, which is probably, again, this need to kind of be the fixer. And there's some guilt behind that as well for some of you. Capricorns have big hearts, you know, despite of even the coldness sometimes, but it does stem from something, you know. Let's see what your blockage. So what's the blockages here? What's the blockage for karma? I mean, I feel like all this is talking about blockages, to be honest. So what is the blockage for Capricorn here? There's a lot about taking care of yourself here. Yeah, spiritual protection. Your guides are protecting you. That is definitely an energy here. I feel that is being brought to light. There's a lot about your light. So lies, pay attention to the signs and their actions, and pain. The first step is to acknowledge the pain. So I think there's a lot that you guys have to pay attention about this devil energy, the people in your life, even if it's about letting go past energies. But there's something about things coming to light and you having to acknowledge it right now. You're either being forced to acknowledge it with all this heavy energy, but it's for your own good. You know, it's for your own protection, because it just kind of is, you just can't go, you can't go any more further than this in this energy here, Capricorn. So, all right, so let's see what the lessons are here. What is the lesson for Capricorn? Lessons of Saturn, your own planet. This is really about you, Capricorn. That's probably why I picked up so much earth energy for you. So this is really a hard energy of coming home to your grounding energy. So a soul's desire to resolve limiting patterns of control and dependency. Many challenges, but can bring benevolent long-term rewards. So you know how we just said here, a soul's desire to resolve limiting patterns of control and dependency. Resolve. I think a lot of you also want to resolve. Ooh, and I love this completion at the bottom. This is over. And that's why you guys have the world here with the Lovers, because this is definitely divine love and recognizing what this lesson has been. A lot of guilt, a lot of letting go. But again, back to the resolving, a soul's desire to resolve. It's your soul has been a fixer. I really feel that desire to resolve other people's problems, and it's limiting patterns of control and dependency. So it's giving you a lesson of your own control and dependency as well. And maybe there's like a validation that comes from this, but I feel it's weighing you down, and I think you've done everything you had to so you can let go without guilt, that the lessons have been learned. So many challenges, but can bring benevolent long-term rewards. And it's time for you to reap some of this with harder boundaries, Capricorn, here as well. So let's see what the message, the lesson or guidance, more to say guidance. So education, this is a good time to educate yourself more in what you want to achieve in life. Studying now puts you into the right direction of your life's purpose. Preparation is key. So a lot of you could be a shift in career here. That's why there's so many new. So maybe there's like this energy of taking time out for yourself, and of course facing fears. You're running, but you can't hide. It's time to go within. There goes that hermit energy, this heavy energy of being by yourself. And this tower was to put you in this rest space. So it's time to go within and face what you fear. What is holding you back in living your best life? You're the only one who can. It starts with you and ends with you. So we're back to this facing like a part of you that needs to live out life differently. And it's time to face a lot of fears here. So, wow, this is very intense reading here. Capricorn, I'm going to leave it there. Please like, share, subscribe.